Hey guys, welcome back to the archives. I'm Brittany and this is the story of Natalia Grace. This one has captivated the world. Who is she? A mystery that has puzzled many. Is she a vulnerable child? A victim of circumstances? Or is she a manipulative adult? A master of deception? It is a story of adoption, identity, and the law. A tale that intertwines legal battles and personal struggles. We will examine the evidence and hear from the people who know her best. Friends, family, and experts. The truth about Natalia Grace may never be fully known, but we will uncover as much as we can. Natalia's story is one of stark contrasts and accusations. Some see her as a victim, abandoned by those meant to protect her. Others believe she is an adult con artist, exhibiting strange and disturbing behaviors. The accusations against Natalia are serious, including threats and attempted poisoning. The truth likely lies somewhere in between these two extremes. Legal battles have ensued, with both sides presenting compelling arguments. Documents and testimonies have surfaced, each adding layers to the complex narrative. Investigators continue to piece together the puzzle, seeking the elusive truth. Natalia Grace's story begins in Ukraine, born on September 4, 2003. Her early life is cloaked in uncertainty, with scant details about her biological family. Ukrainian orphanages were often overcrowded and underfunded. Despite hardships, Natalia was described as a bright and resilient child. However, whispers of unusual behaviors added intrigue to her story. Records indicate she was adopted by an American family who brought her to the United States in search of a better life. Natalia's new family hoped to provide her with love and stability, but the mysteries of her past continued to cast long shadows over her future. For Natalia, the hope of a better life lay across the ocean. She dreamed of a place where she could belong and be loved. In 2010, she was matched with Christine and Michael Barnett from Indiana. The Barnetts had been searching for a child to complete their family. The Barnetts believed they were giving a young girl a chance at a brighter future. They envisioned a life filled with love, joy, and opportunities. Little did they know their journey with Natalia would be filled with questions. The initial excitement soon gave way to uncertainty and doubt. The process of international adoption was long and arduous. It required patience, resilience, and unwavering commitment. Natalia was diagnosed with spondyloepiphyseal dysplasia congenita, or SEDC, at a young age. This rare skeletal dysplasia affects bone growth, leading to short stature, spinal issues, and joint problems. Managing SEDC requires ongoing medical care, including regular checkups, physical therapy, and sometimes surgery to correct severe deformities. Beyond the physical challenges, children with dwarfism often face social stigma and bullying, which can impact their mental health. Natalia's experiences with SEDC shaped her worldview and interactions, influencing her resilience and determination to overcome obstacles. Whispers of a troubled past followed Natalia to America. Her early years were shrouded in mystery and uncertainty. Some caregivers claimed to have witnessed inappropriate behavior for her age, raising red flags about her true identity. Others spoke of a cunning and manipulative side to her personality, suggesting she was not as innocent as she appeared. These accounts added fuel to the fire of suspicion surrounding Natalia, making it difficult for anyone to trust her. Whether these whispers were true or misinterpretations remains debated, leaving a cloud of doubt over her past and present. The Barnetts adopted Natalia to provide a loving home for a child in need. They had always dreamed of expanding their family through adoption. Initially, life seemed idyllic, with Natalia charming her new family. She quickly bonded with her siblings and brought joy to the household. They documented their experiences, sharing heartwarming anecdotes. Every milestone was celebrated with enthusiasm and love. The Barnetts spared no effort in providing for Natalia's needs. They were dedicated to ensuring she had every opportunity to thrive. To the outside world, they appeared to be a loving and supportive family. Their bond seemed unbreakable, and their happiness genuine. Beneath the surface, seeds of doubt began to take root, slowly but surely. Christine noticed subtle inconsistencies in Natalia's behavior and appearance, which seemed to change depending on the situation. Natalia's advanced vocabulary and mature demeanor raised questions about her true age and background. Christine confided her concerns to Michael, who initially dismissed them as mere paranoia. The Barnetts' faith in the adoption process began to crumble, as doubt and uncertainty took hold of their hearts. The Barnetts uncovered disturbing discoveries about Natalia. Christine recounted incidents that sent chills down their spines. Natalia allegedly discussed violence, often speaking about harming others. Natalia attempted to poison Christine by tampering with her food and drinks. Fear gripped the Barnett household, transforming it into a place of suspicion and constant vigilance. The Barnetts sought professional opinions to understand Natalia's behavior, consulting with therapists and doctors to find answers. The Barnetts faced mounting evidence challenging their beliefs about Natalia. They suspected Natalia was a cunning adult masquerading as a child. The alleged threats and poisoning attempt pointed to premeditation. The Barnetts saw Natalia's every action through a lens of suspicion. They grappled with the terrifying question of Natalia's true nature. Medical records and expert opinions further fueled their doubts. Her interactions with other children often seemed unsettling and out of place. Desperate for answers, the Barnetts consulted psychologists and specialists. Natalia's eerie drawings depicted dark and disturbing themes, adding to their fears. After separating from the Barnetts, Natalia faced an uncertain future. She was left to navigate a world that seemed both unfamiliar and daunting. In 2013, Antoine and Cynthia Mans agreed to take Natalia into their care. They saw potential in her and wanted to offer her a stable environment. The Mans family embraced Natalia, providing her with a room of her own. They believed that a personal space would help her feel secure and valued. Cynthia made a concerted effort to connect with Natalia emotionally. She spent countless hours talking to her, trying to understand her past and her fears. She encouraged Natalia to express her feelings without judgment. The Mans family wanted Natalia to know that she was not alone and that they were there to support her every step of the way. As time passed, a sense of normalcy settled over the Mans household. The family seemed to be thriving, sharing meals and enjoying each other's company. However, cracks began to appear, hinting at a darker reality. Broken windows and worried expressions became more frequent. Neighbors reported witnessing unsettling interactions between Natalia and the Manses. Whispers of strange behavior and late-night arguments spread through the community. The Manses denied any wrongdoing, insisting Natalia was a troubled child. They spoke to the media, portraying themselves as concerned parents dealing with a difficult situation. They claimed their disciplinary actions were motivated by love and a desire to help. Family counseling sessions were cited as evidence of their commitment to Natalia's well-being. The whispers of concern surrounding Natalia's well-being within the Mans household gradually grew louder, fueled by unsettling incidents that raised red flags. These incidents ranged from strange noises at night to unexplained injuries. Isolated reports escalated into outcries, demanding a closer examination of Natalia's life. Community members began to question the true nature of her relationship with the Manses. Former friends distanced themselves, troubled by a disturbing shift in the family's dynamics. They noticed a growing tension and secrecy within the household. They described Cynthia as increasingly isolated and withdrawn. Her interactions with others became rare and strained. Her once vibrant personality dimmed by undisclosed burdens. Friends speculated about the pressures she might be facing. Concerns grew over Antoine's harsh disciplinary measures with Natalia. Witnesses reported seeing him lose his temper frequently. The most damning allegations centered on claims of financial exploitation. Neighbors and friends began to notice inconsistencies in the family's financial statements. Rumors circulated that the Manses were using Natalia's unique circumstances for financial gain. These rumors included allegations of misappropriated funds and fraudulent activities. Some alleged misuse of government assistance intended for Natalia's care. They questioned whether the funds were being used appropriately. Others claimed the Manses exploited Natalia's image in online fundraising campaigns without her consent. These campaigns raised significant amounts of money. The whispers turned to outcries, demanding justice for Natalia. The community's call for action grew louder, seeking answers and accountability. As allegations against the Manses mounted, a tangled web of conflicting accounts emerged, obscuring the truth. The complexity of the case grew as more voices joined the fray, each with their own version of events. Natalia, caught in the middle, found herself at the center of a narrative shaped by perceptions and biases. Her story was scrutinized from every angle, with each detail dissected and debated. The Manses, steadfast in their denials, maintained they were victims of a smear campaign. They argued that the accusations were baseless and driven by ulterior motives. Natalia herself provided conflicting accounts of her life with the Man's family. Her statements varied, sometimes contradicting previous testimonies, adding to the confusion. This inconsistency fueled skepticism and questions about her credibility. The truth seemed ever more elusive, buried beneath layers of doubt and suspicion. Amidst controversy, a beacon of hope emerged for Natalia in the Depal family. Residing in upstate New York, the Depals had met Natalia years earlier. They were drawn to her resilience and shared belief in love's power. Fate led Natalia down a different path then. The Depals never forgot her infectious smile. They followed her story, concerned for her well-being. News of her allegations reignited their urgency. They couldn't stand by idly. They reached out, committed to providing a safe home. Their decision was driven by compassion, not naivete. The Depals, rooted in faith, understood the complexities. They were prepared to face the challenges. The Depals believed in the power of family unity and the strength it could provide. They spent time together, creating a nurturing environment for Natalia. The Depals also integrated Natalia into their community, ensuring she felt a sense of belonging. They celebrated holidays together, making every moment special. Through love and support, the Depals aimed to give Natalia the life she deserved. The Depals' journey to adopt Natalia was fraught with legal hurdles and skepticism. They faced bureaucratic roadblocks and scrutiny from all sides. The process was slow and often disheartening, yet they remained steadfast, engaging specialized lawyers and enduring countless interviews. Each step required meticulous documentation and unwavering patience. Their unwavering belief in Natalia's potential became her source of strength. They attended numerous court hearings and faced intense questioning. For the first time, Natalia found adults who saw her potential and embraced her unconditionally. The Depals' dedication provided her with a sense of belonging and hope for the future. Upon finally joining the Depal family, Natalia entered a world far removed from the turmoil and uncertainty that had defined her life for so long. The Depals' home, nestled amidst the rolling hills and serene landscapes of upstate New York, provided a sanctuary, a place where she could shed the weight of past traumas and begin the arduous process of healing. Gone were the whispers, the suspicious glances, and the constant scrutiny that had followed her like a shadow. In their place, Natalia encountered acceptance, warmth, and a genuine desire to understand her unique perspective. The Depals, with their large and loving family, embraced Natalia as one of their own, creating a space where she could simply be a child. Life in upstate New York offered a welcome change of pace. Natalia, accustomed to the hustle and bustle of city life, found solace in the tranquility of her surroundings. She spent her days exploring the nearby woods, marveling at the beauty of nature, and finding joy in the simple pleasures of childhood. The Depals encouraged Natalia's interests, enrolling her in a local school that fostered creativity and intellectual curiosity. They supported her artistic talents, providing her with art supplies and praising her drawings, paintings, and sculptures. They nurtured her love of music, encouraging her to sing, dance, and explore different instruments. Under the care and guidance of the Depals, Natalia blossomed. The fear and anxiety that had once haunted her eyes gradually gave way to a newfound sense of confidence and self-assurance. She excelled in her studies, demonstrating a thirst for knowledge and a remarkable ability to connect with her teachers and classmates. The Depals, committed to addressing the emotional scars left by Natalia's tumultuous past, sought professional help. They connected her with therapists specializing in trauma-informed care, providing her with a safe and supportive space to process her experiences and develop coping mechanisms. Natalia's transformation extended beyond her academic and emotional development. She embraced her role as a member of the Depal family, forming strong bonds with her adoptive siblings and participating in family activities with enthusiasm. She discovered a passion for helping others, volunteering at a local animal shelter and participating in community outreach programs. As Natalia entered her late teens, she began to envision a future filled with promise. She expressed a desire to pursue a career in education, inspired by the teachers who had played such a pivotal role in her own life. She dreamed of creating a classroom where every child felt seen, heard, and valued, regardless of their background or the challenges they faced. The saga of Natalia Grace spilled onto the public stage, becoming a legal battleground. The Barnetts faced accusations of neglect, their lives judged in the court of public opinion. They argued they were victims of a calculated deception, tricked into adopting an adult posing as a child. The prosecution painted them as callous parents who abandoned a vulnerable child. The legal battle raged on, each side presenting their case with conviction. The verdict would have far-reaching implications for adoption, disability, and parental responsibility. The media spotlight on Natalia Grace amplified the drama and controversy, often prioritizing shock value over nuanced reporting. The relentless coverage turned a complex situation into a spectacle. Headlines blared sensational pronouncements, while talk shows dissected the case with speculation. Every new detail was magnified, feeding the public's insatiable curiosity. The Barnetts' quiet life was upended, their every move scrutinized. Privacy became a luxury they could no longer afford. Natalia, caught in the maelstrom, became a pawn in a larger narrative. Her story was twisted and turned to fit the media's agenda. The media's portrayal oscillated between victim and villain, obscuring her real challenges. The truth was often lost in the noise, leaving Natalia's true plight overshadowed by sensationalism. In 2023, the saga of Natalia Grace took another turn with the release of a docuseries. Produced by Investigation Discovery, it delved into the case's intricacies, exploring both the legal battles and personal stories. Critics argued it sensationalized the story, focusing more on drama than facts, but it captivated audiences and reignited debate about Natalia's true age and identity. The series left viewers with more questions than answers, prompting discussions on social media and forums. As the mystery deepened, the public's fascination with Natalia Grace only grew stronger. The case of Natalia Grace transcended legal proceedings, sparking debates on social media and around dinner tables. The public grappled with questions of truth, deception, and identity. Online forums buzzed with discussions and theories. Hashtags like #NataliaGrace trended as users dissected every detail. The story highlighted societal anxieties about adoption, disability, and child vulnerability. It underscored the power and peril of public opinion swayed by emotion and speculation. Natalia's story remains a cautionary tale about truth and trauma. The Saga of Natalia Grace, a tale ripe with mystery, intrigue, and conflicting narratives, unsurprisingly found a home in the court of public opinion. From the moment the headlines blared about the 6-year-old Ukrainian dwarf who was actually an adult con artist, people around the world couldn't help but be drawn into the perplexing case. Water cooler conversations buzzed with speculation, dinner tables transformed into makeshift juries, and online forums became breeding grounds for fervent debate. Natalia's story, a tangled web of accusations, legal battles, and shifting truths, became a Rorschach test, reflecting back the individual biases and beliefs of those who dared to delve into its complexities. For some, Natalia became a symbol of innocence betrayed, a vulnerable child failed by the very systems designed to protect her. They saw her diminutive stature, her struggles with a rare form of dwarfism, as evidence of her vulnerability, fueling their belief that she was a victim of unimaginable cruelty at the hands of those who should have been her caregivers. Others, however, found it difficult to reconcile the image of a helpless child with the disturbing allegations levied against Natalia. They latched onto the accounts of her alleged manipulative behavior, her unsettling comments, and the claims that she had threatened and even attempted to harm those around her. The courtroom became a theater where the drama unfolded, with each side presenting their version of the truth, leaving the public to sift through the evidence and form their own judgments. Social media amplified the debate, with hashtags trending and articles being shared at lightning speed, each post adding another layer to the already complex narrative. News channels dissected every twist and turn, with anchors and pundits offering their expert opinions, further fueling the public's fascination and confusion. Public rallies and protests emerged, with people demanding justice for Natalia, while others called for a deeper investigation into the allegations against her. The court of public opinion, ever fickle and divided, continues to deliberate with no clear verdict in sight. The digital age, with its instant connectivity and boundless platforms for expression, provided fertile ground for the seeds of speculation surrounding Natalia's story to take root and flourish. The story of Natalia Grace, with its many twists and turns, became a magnet for online discourse. Social media, in particular, became a double-edged sword, amplifying both empathy and judgment, fostering communities of support while simultaneously giving rise to echo chambers of misinformation and vitriol. The sheer volume of posts, tweets, and videos created a cacophony of voices, each adding their own spin to the narrative. Hashtags like #NataliaGrace, #JusticeForNatalia, and #OrphanScam became rallying cries, connecting individuals from all corners of the globe who felt compelled to share their perspectives, interpretations, and often strongly held convictions about the case. These hashtags trended for weeks, drawing in millions of interactions. Facebook groups dedicated to dissecting every detail of Natalia's story emerged, their comment sections flooded with a mix of genuine concern, armchair detective work, and outright hostility. These groups often became echo chambers, where like-minded individuals reinforced each other's beliefs, while some online communities used their platforms to raise awareness about the complexities of adoption, sharing stories and resources to help others navigate similar situations, the challenges faced by individuals with disabilities, highlighting the need for greater understanding and support, and the importance of fostering empathy and understanding. Encouraging a more compassionate approach to the discourse, others descended into a vortex of blame and speculation. The anonymity of the internet often emboldened users to make harsh, unfounded accusations. Natalia's life once again became a public spectacle, her every action, every word, every photograph subjected to relentless scrutiny and interpretation. The media frenzy only added fuel to the fire, with sensational headlines and invasive reporting. The very platforms that had the potential to amplify her voice, to share her story on her own terms, became yet another battleground where she was reduced to a caricature, a symbol to be either defended or demonized. The digital echo chamber had transformed her reality into a spectacle, leaving the truth obscured by layers of opinion and conjecture. The internet became a repository of information, a digital archive where court documents, news articles, and personal accounts could be accessed with a few keystrokes. People from all walks of life found themselves drawn into the mystery. This wealth of information often served to muddy the waters further, creating a labyrinthine maze where certainty remained elusive. The more people searched, the more questions seemed to arise. Amateur sleuths dedicated themselves to uncovering the real story of Natalia Grace. They spent countless hours piecing together fragments of information. They scoured online records, analyzed photographs, and debated medical reports. Every detail was scrutinized in the hope of finding the truth. This quest often crossed into speculation and conjecture. Frustration grew as definitive answers remained out of reach. Rumors spread like wildfire through social media feeds and online forums. Misinformation mingled with facts, making it difficult to discern the truth. Theories, often lacking any basis in fact, were presented as gospel. Heated debates ensued, with each side convinced of their own version of the truth. Natalia's story became a cautionary tale about the dangers of confirmation bias and the internet's ability to amplify both the best and worst aspects of human nature. It highlighted how easily the lines between fact and fiction can blur in the digital age. Despite the countless hours of media coverage, the heated online debates, and the public's insatiable appetite for answers, the true story of Natalia Grace remains shrouded in ambiguity. The legal battles, while providing a glimpse into the complexities of her case, ultimately failed to offer a definitive resolution, leaving many questions unanswered and many doubts lingering. Natalia, once a little girl yearning for a loving home, became an enigma, her identity a puzzle with missing pieces scattered across continents and shrouded in layers of speculation. Was she a victim of circumstance? A child failed by a system ill-equipped to understand and address her unique needs? Or was she a master manipulator, a skilled actress who expertly played the role of a vulnerable child to serve her own hidden agenda? The truth, as is often the case in stories that capture the public imagination, likely lies somewhere in the gray areas, a nuanced blend of individual choices, systemic failures, and the unpredictable nature of human behavior. Natalia's story, a cautionary tale about the limits of perception, the power of belief, and the enduring allure of the unknown, serves as a reminder that some mysteries, despite our best efforts to solve them, may forever remain unsolved. The public's fascination with Natalia's story is a testament to our collective curiosity, our desire to understand the unknown, and our need to find meaning in the inexplicable. As we continue to search for answers, we must also accept that some stories, like that of Natalia Grace, may never be fully understood, leaving us with more questions than answers. The saga of Natalia Grace, once a hopeful child, has become a cautionary tale of conflicting narratives and relentless scrutiny. Her identity questioned, her voice drowned out, Natalia's life is marked by legal battles and media frenzy. The trauma and confusion have left scars, with the question of her true age remaining unanswered. Natalia's story reminds us that truth is elusive and things are rarely as simple as they seem. Her journey, filled with unanswered questions and emotional turmoil, serves as a poignant reminder of the complexities of human life. The media's role in shaping public perception of Natalia's story cannot be overstated. From the moment the headlines blared about the 6-year-old who was actually an adult, Natalia's life became a commodity, her story packaged and repackaged for mass consumption, often with little regard for the very real human being at its center. The pursuit of ratings, the allure of a good mystery, and the insatiable appetite for sensationalism often overshadowed the need for nuanced reporting, sensitivity, and a commitment to ethical storytelling. Natalia's story became a cautionary tale about the dangers of a media landscape driven by profit and the reduction of complex human experiences into easily digestible narratives. The constant scrutiny, the invasion of privacy, and the relentless pursuit of the most shocking details took a toll on Natalia and those around her. The Barnetts, once living a quiet life in suburban Indiana, found themselves thrust into the glare of the national spotlight. their every move analyzed, their every word dissected. The media's portrayal of Natalia, often oscillating between portraying her as a victim and a villain, did little to foster empathy, understanding, or a nuanced appreciation for the complexities of her situation. Instead, it reinforced societal biases about disability, adoption, and the perceived vulnerability of children, perpetuating harmful stereotypes and contributing to a culture of judgment rather than compassion. The relentless media coverage not only affected Natalia, but also had a ripple effect on her family and community. The Barnetts faced public scrutiny and legal battles, their lives turned upside down by the constant media attention. The sensationalism surrounding Natalia's story also had broader implications for how society views and treats individuals with disabilities and those involved in adoption. The ethical lapses in reporting on Natalia's case serve as a stark reminder of the responsibilities that come with storytelling. Journalists and media outlets must strive to balance the public's right to know with the need to protect the dignity and privacy of those involved. The Barnetts, once living a quiet life in suburban Indiana, found themselves thrust into the glare of the national spotlight, their every move analyzed, their every word dissected. The media's portrayal of Natalia, often oscillating between portraying her as a victim and a villain, did little to foster empathy, understanding, or a nuanced appreciation for the complexities of her situation. Instead, it reinforced societal biases about disability, adoption, and the perceived vulnerability of children, perpetuating harmful stereotypes and contributing to a culture of judgment rather than compassion. The relentless media coverage not only affected Natalia, but also had a ripple effect on her family and community. The Barnetts faced public scrutiny and legal battles, their lives turned upside down by the constant media attention. The sensationalism surrounding Natalia's story also had broader implications for how society views and treats individuals with disabilities and those involved in adoption. The ethical lapses in reporting on Natalia's case serve as a stark reminder of the responsibilities that come with storytelling. Journalists and media outlets must strive to balance the public's right to know with the need to protect the dignity and privacy of those involved. As Natalia Grace navigates the challenges of adulthood, carrying the weight of her past, she deserves our empathy, understanding, and commitment to protecting her dignity and privacy. Her journey is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Her story should remind us to approach complex human experiences with sensitivity and compassion. We must remember that behind every headline is a person with feelings and a story. We must challenge our biases, question narratives, and advocate for truth and empathy. By doing so, we can create a more inclusive and understanding society. Natalia's resilience and hope highlight the transformative power of love and acceptance. Her strength in the face of adversity is an inspiration to us all. Let us honor her story with compassion and understanding. In doing so, we not only support Natalia, but also pave the way for a kinder world.